Hello Anashe guys, today I would like to speak with you about two obscure and rare ingredients that has been neglected from most magical formularies because they were somewhat unavailable in times past and the main writers didn't sit down and write and really explore them, and because the Western magical knowledge is somewhat limited to a few sources, some and even other things, and because we all believe in spiritual advancement through communications with spirits, and so we usually we need this ingredient. Now the ingredients I want to speak with you about today are Labdanum, and that comes from cistus or rock rose, and wood aloes, which is also called aloe wood, agar wood. It has many names, and they are somewhat neglected in the modern magical formulary. Now, I want to start with the wood aloes that has been actually mentioned, okay? And the three major texts for herbal magic nowadays are, and this is from my experience and what I've read, what I've seen on the internet, and discussions I made with other practicing witches, are basically the Scott Cunningham Magical Herb Encyclopedia, the two Herbalism book of Paul Beryl, even though they are and those two sources are very heavily weakened, okay? And those who goes to the more fringes really swear by Catherine's Ironwood. Yes, it's pronounced Ironwood, even though she writes it with a Y. Catherine's Ironwood, Hoodoo Herb, and Root Magic. Okay? See? Okay. So, this is it. This is essential oil of Vietnamese aloe. Said here oud, but oud is basically, the name of the herb in Arab, because most consumers today for this substance are Arab. Now, in both Scott Cunningham's books, and I'm not sure if in Paul Beryl's, please write me a comment if they appear in the Magical Herbalism or the Master Book of Herbalism by Paul Beryl. I don't remember. This aloe wood or wood aloes or etc. is unmentioned. It's mentioned in the Scott Cunningham. It says basically that this is for love and spirituality. Now, Catherine echoes this statement. Basically, on page 27, she calls it wood aloes. Okay. Now that's the alligator tooth. Wait, wood aloes. Okay. And it says, rare and costly, aloes wood is burnt as spiritual incense and also used in love spells. It has reputation for both helping to invoke the aid of evil spirits and for keeping them at bay. And it is ingredient for safe travel oil. And it says to make love stronger, to attract a new lover, to renew fading love, to keep your husband or wife safe while traveling, and to summon evil spirit or to get room of evil. And the whole summon evil spirits or getting room of evil is basically part of the it comes from the grimoire Abramelin the Mage, as part of the Abramelin incense or oil that was made to replace the Hebrew incense that was used to burn in the temple. Okay, so it has association with that, but according to ancient world law, it was used for something else. Wood aloes is used there is a legend in Japan about a drift of wood that came from Malaysia or one of the other islands or Indonesia, and that the person that had this wood, which was named Rananati, gained the power to be the strongest general and warrior in the world. Okay, he became so powerful and renowned that this woods is now in Japan kept with the other imperial treasures. Okay, and even though a large gift of aloe wood incense was given to the temple, only very few of it was used until now, because it was so powerful you didn't need to use much. Okay, so I think this is a great ingredient in success and the rod opener oil. And every wizard that a witch that claims to take, like, I don't know, more than $20 on the oil should have this. And this thing, which is very powerful and very strong, you need only a drop, really. When you smell it like this, it's almost stinky. But this cost $22, okay? I got it for very high reputed scent shop on eBay, okay? You can get it, and everybody that has PayPal can get wood aloes today. Everyone. There should be no problem. So that's my cell phone, okay? There should be no problem to use that and get it, and you need very little of it, so it's safe to, it's good to have around, okay? Not just for love and spirituality, but also for road opening. I think that if you mix this with High John the Conqueror and some abracamino herb, if you can get it, and you can order whatever you want from any botanica you want online. It's very useful, okay? Now I will tell you how it smells. It's one of the only natural herbs that is not minty or comfrey, that has this somewhat cool scent. It's like, it could be like an ingredient in something that smells like an ocean breeze. It's very masculine. It mixes well with musky scents, and it can be used and should be used as part of male attraction oil. I mean, in my tradition I would make it, for Eshu, Shango, Orungan, and others, of course. And I would add this as something that is like powerfully evocative of strong masculine energy. And I also noticed that really ingredients for masculine magic are quite rare nowadays. So please take inspiration, and if you can get it and use it for your magic, do. It's very good. And if there is a male, there has to be a female, and somebody that loves female. The ancient perfume of goddess Aphrodite was from a plant. In Hebrew it's called lotem. In Latin it's called cistus or cistus. Or don't ask me how to pronounce Latin, really. But in English it's called Labdanum. Okay? Labdanum oil. I got this from India. Okay? This one is available. Okay? This one is, if this was like $22, okay? This was like $9. You can get it and you can use it. Now, let me describe it to you so you'll understand its power. Its first whiff, its first note is heavily flowery, but it's not like jasminic, etheric flowery. It's like dark red spicy rose mixed with wisteria. The second note is very raisiny, like what would happen if you put some mule oil over your skin, okay? And the third note is animalistic, meaning the third note smells like basically like a goat, okay? And why is that? They used to, in the past, comb that plant over a goat, but the thing is that that scent comes from the protection of the plant, because it grows in Mediterranean areas, and it used to be basically groomed of goats that ate the plant, and the raisins stuck to their fur, so those would sell for very high price in Greek and Rome. And the priestesses of Aphrodite would basically give, you see, this in this bag there is the resin. I got the resin. This is the resin, and this is the essential oil. Okay? It's very dark and very luscious and very animalistic. And on Mediterranean or African women, this would smell best. Especially, it's like, okay, people forget that Aphrodite wasn't just the goddess of love with blonde curls. She was also a warrior goddess, even though her role as a warrior was downplayed, especially during the Trojan War. But this was her perfume, okay? Today, when you read about Wiccan love spells, it's like goat's milk mixed with some violet flowers, but you can get the actual perfume that Aphrodite used. Okay, and again, it's very strong. You don't need a lot of it. You can use 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops for it. Okay, and underworld deities love it as well. I worked with it. I just used it a lot. Okay, underworld deities really love this scent as well. They love, underworld deities love sticky black stuff. This is like their thing, the whatchamacallit thing. Okay, so this is an ingredient that is indispensable, I think, in love spells today, especially those people that are of Hellenistic, or choose the face of Aphrodite and the big diamond of the divinity to bring love into their life. I think this scent is for them. Okay, it's very invocative to the lower chakras, the sexual, the survival chakra. Those are and it also has this brown maroonish color to it. Okay, so if you are a warrior goddess woman that is looking for love, please try it. Get the resin, make some tincture from it, get the essential oil, mix it up a bit, mix it with base oil, you can go olive oil. Okay, and if you really want to go far and get it like the ancient Greek thing, you can take fresh stem of basil and you can make infused oil with it, and then add to it a few drops of this, and you will get the perfume of ancient women in Pompeii and Rome and Greek. Okay, and you can consecrate it and you can give it as offerings if you're making observances to the goddess of love. You can anoint her items. Okay, it's a very powerful, beloved oil, and I have yet to see it in any book of spiritual or magical persuasion. Okay, so I'm telling you about this because it's an ancient thing that you can easily get today. There is even a guy on the internet that has if you go and search for the word Labdanum, you'll get this Greek website, and that person I've ordered this resin from. Okay, so you can get it and you can use it to whatever you want. This ingredient was not forgotten in the African diaspora. This is why I discovered it through my teacher. Okay, but then I made the research on my own and I saw, well, that it's not here and it's not in the Scott Cunningham books, and the Scott Cunningham books is full of love. I think this ingredient is important in love spells today as the rose. Okay, so don't miss out on it. And again, if you are making if you want to go and make a good Cleo May oil, and you want to, don't make it light and frothy. It's also it also would give you I'm a queen ingredient in that oil, not just I'm a whore, a high-priced whore that you should pay from. I'm a queen. You should treat me like a queen, especially if you are this rare woman that doesn't look a jerk, but really somebody to care for you and hold you and make sure that you will be okay. This is the thing for you. Okay, those are the 2 ingredients I wanted to talk about. So goodbye, and please have a wonderful week. Bye bye.